Hey, Speaker.
Appreciate it. Good to see y'all.
Hey, so here's Congresswoman and the ours. We're waiting.
Yeah, reopen the government so we get back to work.
I mean, but this
Yeah, that's great.
excuse just keeps on moving.
Yeah,
the
no.
most
It's not
hot-
great if you want representation.
No, last week
no,
there's
hold on.
750.
Wait, let me address the,
Yeah.
let me address the, answer the question. We're happy that she got elected. She's filling her father's seat. That's fantastic. We have a long tradition here and a process of how we administer the oath to a member. You know, you served here for a while. We're going to do that as soon as we get back to work, but we need the lights turned back on, so we encourage both of you to go open the government
Do you think we
so
do
we can get
that with
everybody
the
back to regular
Virginia
session.
Republican swore the person
No,
in
no,
under
the,
the same circumstance?
the exception is there were two Floridians who were elected in a special election. It's happened a couple months back. They were here on a day, they had their families here, they had a scheduled day for the oath of office, and the House was called out of session that day. They had all their family and friends here, so we went ahead and went through the process in a pro
Speaker,
forma.
with all due
Let me
respect,
finish, wait,
you could-
let me answer the question if you're gonna ask it. And so that was the exception we did because the family was here. Ms. Grijalva, Rep-elect Grijalva, has not yet had a scheduled date because she was elected after the House was out of session. So I am anxious to administer the oath to her
How much is this
as soon as
actually-
you guys
just
vote
don't
to
want
open the
her to be
government.
on the Epstein. You don't want her to be on the Epstein discharge. How much?
It's
'cause you're-
totally absurd. You
no,
guys are
it's not.
experts
You
at
keep
red
on moving
herrings
this,
in
you
this
keep
direction.
moving along.
No, not. There's nothing to do with Epstein. The House
a
Oversight
hundred
Committee,
percent.
the House Oversight Committee
How
is
much of it
working
is?
on the Epstein files right now, releasing 34,000 pages and more on the way.
You know she's key to
Let me
that
finish,
discharge
let me
petition.
finish. The House
You
Oversight
just
Committee,
keep coming with excuses. This is an excuse so she doesn't sign on to that.
this is absurd.
This is the longest time the House
Do you
has
want me
been
to
out of
answer the
session.
question? If you ask the
Because
question,
you're
let me
not
answer.
actually answering the question. This
Okay.
entirely has to do with the
Okay,
Epstein
you see,
votes.
this is a publicity stunt. Let me tell you what's happening. The House Oversight Committee is working on the release of the Epstein files. There are some of the biggest bulldogs in Congress in the Republican and Democrat side who are working on that aggressively. I met with the victims before they went out and did the press conference, and the House Oversight is doing its job. Did you know, you might not, because we haven't been in session, the House Oversight has its lawyers in New York City combing through the Epstein estate files. None of that had been anticipated by discharge petitions or anything else. They have subpoenas that are being supplied, they're being followed through on by the Department of Justice. We have more subpoenas that are outstanding for big name persons, Democrats and Republicans, and there are more documents coming through. They're doing the work, they're doing it methodically, they're doing it with subpoena power, and you don't need an act of Congress for that to happen because they're already on it.
So they
And
were
I
gonna
was,
say,
I
why are you
was
still
in the room with all
no,
of
no, Why are you
them.
blocking her then?
I'm not blocking her, I just
This
told
is the
you.
longest time that House Oversight has been out of session. That's not in a regular August session. This is the longest time it's taken for someone to be sworn in, and it all happens to coincide with the fact that she's going to be the deciding vote on the discharge petition.
I know why you're upset. I know why you're upset.
Mike,
You
I
get a
gotta-
lot of heat because the government is closed down and you guys
we're
made
not.
the decision.
Actually, no, actually.
You wait,
Mike,
you
I
made
got
it
a-
5 times
Mike,
to
I
keep the
got a
government
request.
closed.
I got a
Yes,
request.
yes.
Why don't we do this? Why don't you bring back your Republican members so we can have a serious negotiation with
We're
them
gonna have plenty of
about this?
negotiations as
Well, why
soon
don't
as you
we-
open
why
the
don't we-
government.
Why don't we
Let me
bring
tell you
back-
why they're not here, because the House
I
did
mean,
its job.
14 days since July 25th.
Yeah, and real people are
They've been
feeling real
on-
pain.
And they've been on an extended summer
If I
vacation.
feel pain with
They're not on
So you bring
vacation.
them back.
Wait a minute,
I have
wait
an
a minute.
opportunity. I can
Patience
talk
to
to
have.
every one of my Republican colleagues down there, and we're talking about
Every
this
day
all
we're
the
talking
time.
about
Yeah, and they're talking about it over here as
the
well.
Rep- And our
committee members did
Republican
it.
members from Arizona, where are they? They
They're
are
in their
Arizona.
district. They're in their districts working.
They're sitting,
Wait a minute.
they're sitting.
Oh, hey, Mike
They
Lawler.
did their job.
They did
They
their
are
job.
sitting in their basements.
Come here, Mike Lawler from New York, tell
With
them.
all due respect, you voted multiple times to keep the government shut down, okay? The Republican members from Arizona voted to keep the government open.
They did.
So don't sit here and try to lecture us about
So
whether or
tell me
not
what's
we
gonna
did our
happen to
job.
premiums
We did
here
our
this
job,
year?
you did not.
What's going to
Well,
happen to
you're not doing
premiums?
your
What
job
happens to
right
your
now.
premiums?
Oh, you
Nobody's
mean
here.
the bill that I'm signed on to
Oh,
extend it? Oh, yeah,
When
cute,
is- when
right,
is that
because you
gonna
know what?
happen?
We actually have put forth legislation to do it. You guys just keep pontificating. How about you go down the hall
we're having
and
a
go
discussion.
vote
You
to
know that
open the
that's not
government
going
up?
on.
That would be great.
All right,
Where
Here's
is
the
this?
clean CR, go vote to open the government up.
The AC
Thank you very
premiums
much.
will jump in your district
We're gonna have
by-
lots
by
of,
the way,
wait
you know
a
it.
minute,
You know it,
If you
Lawler.
bring them back, we will have a discussion with them. It's very simple.
you're holding the American people hostage because you
We're
want to have
holding
a
it.
policy
Yes, you are.
debate.
Yes,
We
you are.
have policy debates here every
This
day. The House
policy
works on
debate-
There's
that.
no policy debate and nobody's there.
We
You're
have
talking to
the-
yourself
Hello,
and this
I'm
guy
here.
here?
We're having the debate all
My
around the
constituents and
clock.
yours, I imagine yours are gonna be hurt even worse than ours.
We-
With these premium increases.
We have a lot of
We have
issues to
fix
work on
this.
together,
When
and the
people-
Republicans
when
are the
people don't
party.
have healthcare,
Wait a minute, wait just a
people
minute.
Oh, the party that's going to kill healthcare.
But
No.
by
That's exactly
the
what's
way,
gonna
by the
happen.
way, healthcare premiums since 2010, when Obamacare passed, have risen by over 60%. So what
Cool
you're,
stats.
what
So
you're,
you want to cut now? You want to cut now?
You're
No,
not upset
we
about
wanna
that?
reform
You
it.
should be upset about
Well, then
that.
get going.
You should
Get
be
your
upset
people in
about
line
that.
and get the
That your
reforms. Send it over.
constituents have
We're ready.
had
We're ready to
huge
talk
healthcare
about
premiums under
Can
300%.
300%.
And I imagine in Louisiana it's that high.
Yeah, no, there's
And
big
my
problems with
folks can't
healthcare. There's
afford
big
it.
problems with Obamacare. It needs a lot of reform. The
We're gonna
Republicans
talk about
have
that.
pages
We're
of
gonna talk
ideas.
about that.
Get the
We have,
government open.
we have hundreds of ideas. Guys,
Get
we
your
gotta get
people
the
in.
government open and turn the lights on so we can get everybody
Get your
back here and get
people
the
in
regular
and
session.
stop covering up for the pedophiles.
There's
Very
no,
simple.
there's not, that's ridiculous.
Nobody's covering up for pedophiles, so
ridiculous.
You know
knock
it.
it the hell off.
She knows, you
You're-
know
you're
that she
absolutely
is the.
absurd.
you know
Okay,
she
I'm
is
gonna
the
get
vote.
back to work. These gentlemen had a publicity stunt here. You see the issue. They need to go and vote to reopen the government.
Get your
Plain
people
and
back.
simple.
One of the
Get your
things.
The
people
House
back.
has done its work. Every single Republican in the House but one voted to keep the government open, to make sure TSA agents, Border Patrol agents,
And even if they
the
do
troops
anything,
and everybody
they're
else
not
are
here
paid.
next week, even if we strike a deal. You
And the
gotta get them
Democrats
back.
have voted repeatedly to keep the government closed. Plain and simple. That
Premiums
is the
gonna go
issue.
up.
First things first, open the
Premiums are going
government.
up.
We'll get back to
Mike,
work.
you're
gonna call-
Thanks for
you know what?
visiting.
Can I ask you one more
Premiums are
thing?
gonna-
One more thing.